the channel. Today I'm going to be doing some comps for this big cyan canvas. I just like acrylic washed over. Yeah, I think a lot of my paintings recently have been like religious, or they are from the heart, but I think I just wanted to do something that was a little more personal. So I actually saw this really cool surrealist painter in just like a modern art book. Let me grab it real quick. It's it was pretty cool. Like I think it's kind of like in the style of like Dali, or even like Aaron Weissenfeld, which I really like. It's called Expectation by Richard Oleze, O-E-L-Z-E. And it's just like, I should light this a little better, but it's just like a, I just love the way it was painted, like the curls on the back of this girl's head. Let me turn on the light real quick so it's a little more visible. Like the way the curls are painted on the girl's head, and just like the metaphor of expectation, and perhaps maybe how empty that could be. Just really surreal. So I was really inspired by this picture. So I kind of wanted to do something that was like, you know, literally I was eating ramen at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and having all these like really, you know, like heavy thoughts about like, you know, that old Sound of Music adage where it's like, when God closes a door, he opens a window, that kind of idea. So just like kind of seeing my life in that lens of doors and windows and opportunities and closed opportunities. Sorry, the lighting is kind of, there we go, that's a little better. So while I'm eating ramen at 3 a.m. So yeah, I think painting the ground in like this cyan color kind of broke me out of like the normal, kind of leaving some of that color in the back while painting the highlights and shadows. Kind of makes it a little more exciting for me, and going with a kind of I like to think of it as like the entertainment design palette, where I think it's like a triadic color scheme where everything is like cyan, magenta, and like off ochre yellow. So going with that palette. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay guys, so here are my 3 comps. And comp is just short for composition. I kind of did a completed this one here. It is a little you know, like all over the place, but I think I just needed to get some ideas out, kind of like this composition going up, like me literally climbing a ladder, and an octopus here with cookies, which is like kind of very personal metaphor for me. Here is kind of like Darlene is barking. There might be someone out the door. It's kind of like places I've lived in, architecture, and like a window here, another window here, and eventually I kind of want to put these kind of like portraits of people I know at the top, kind of like almost like people I meet, you know, as I'm kind of progressing through this life of mine, special people I've met, and just like kind of being in this like cyan ocean of discovery, you know. So this comp, I'm kind of going with the same idea, just putting the portraits at the top in like a submarine here. Still me here eating ramen, and the octopus with the cookies, but then the cookies are like the knobs on the door or like the windows on the door, with like the staircase. So yeah, this one is a little more kind of out of my comfort zone, because I think the things are even more what do you call, like self-contained, and equal sizes. So I'm kind of breaking out of my comfort zone. I think we're always learning to make everything big, medium, and small, and having it kind of like, yeah, compartmentalized, literally. Like my life is so compartmentalized kind of thing, is kind of what I'm going with on this one. But yeah, as you can see, like I'm painting the windows and doors, those cavities like darker. I think already developing kind of a value structure, they call it. So okay, for this session I'll just try to do something here. So I have my messy palette. It is acrylic inks and what they call acrylic wash. So I guess they've mixed the two mediums into this Liquitex brand. And so I'm gonna start with, let's see, here I got my little, you know, inspiration here. And then just trying to think of like how I want to break up spaces in this composition. Like the biggest color is obviously cyan, but I have these dark colors which I don't want to overpower the image with. They will be, think of like the breakup of a composition as like fractions, like proportions in a picture. So like this is taking up like you know, maybe 25% of the picture. So do I want to add more blue, dark blue color there, or do I want to like, you know, like focus on this more reddish color? So always thinking of the proportion of color and value. I'm starting to break it up with this yellow block of color, which I'm thinking of as light. So I'm gonna do yellow and white together and some water and mix. Thinking it as like light coming through the window. Let's see. And that will be another breakup of the composition. So I might paint the yellow here. Yeah, I think I've kind of been in this like it's so funny because I think a lot of my buddies are goth but I'm not. But I think I do tend to, as many artists, like very think very darkly sometimes, and I think kind of painting it out, or just the act of processing thoughts through art kind of helps me just feel like alive, you know. It's funny, my buddy Mr. S, he says Tim Burton is like Tim Burton loves dark chocolate. Like us goth people love like dark things. We love dark chocolate and dark mochas, and And I'm like, I echo that sentiment. So, let's see. So I'm trying to punch out the silhouette here of this octopus coming out. And then trying to think of what color I actually want the octopus. I maybe go with like a reddish. So yeah, when I'm thinking triadic color, it is like a magenta red. So I'm gonna add a little pink here. See if that looks good on my octopus. I'm gonna paint in the shadow of his face first, and then I'm just making it easy for myself and just keeping the light source from the top left corner. Let's see. Trying to work faster. This is my lunch break, so it's like my mom always said, like, you know, sometimes you make art and you only have like 15 minutes, but make use of that 15 minutes kind of thing. So it's kind of like what we got, but it adds up, you know. Let's see. So I guess he's kind of like a little pink squid right now. But yeah. Let's see. Crazy thing. I went to church last night, and it's funny because the pastor said, like, church, like, in the past has been just kind of like a way for, you know, like a town hall, you know, like people can, you know, voice their concerns and, you know, find a common ground kind of thing. And I think this pastor kind of often is criticized as being super political and stuff. I kind of just see it as kind of like a learning experience, whether I agree with or not, like his political views. I'm not actually very, you know, connected to the news. So when I go to this church, at least I get very like informed on their side. It was interesting. Like I was watching like the it's like the hearings of what they call the UAPs, like the now it's like a new term for an unidentified flying object or a UFO. And I was like amazed. I was like, this is like real life. Like they're like only 5% of these UAPs are reported by these military soldiers, and like everyone else is like told to hush, or else they get killed or something like that. So that's just what I picked up from like the hour and a half I was at church. But like I was like, what is going on? And how the pastor interpreted it as like a very pastorly way. He said, you know, like in the last days we're gonna be deceived, you know, and there's like, even though this guy is saying there's like biological material in like some kind of aircraft they found like years ago, like, you know, like don't assume it's an alien or something like that, but you know that it could just literally be like, you know, these angelic forces that are like, you know, like deceiving us and causing all this deception. Like when you see, like when a military officer sees like a you know, like an orb of light that just like jets down into the ocean and then like disappears, you know, like it could just be like Satan, like, you know, like there's all these angelic forces we really don't know about, you know. And I feel crazy talking about this. But I'm just kind of like parroting what he said. And I thought it was, you know, like it brought me out of my head. Like I was like, there's a lot going on, and just like the sometimes like the monotony of life, like you know, like distracts you from like what a crazy, you know, insane other world and politics and angelic world there's going on around us. Okay, so we got the shadow of this octopus. Gonna keep adding some kind of shadows here. Adding some oranges. Okay. Okay, so thinking of like, you know, like where the light's not hitting the octopus, and as his limbs curl in, kind of like where the legs tuck in is where the shadow is. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so now we have a red shape. Now it's more strategy. I think I need more yellow. So it's more proportion than the red shape. So I'm gonna add more yellow. Just, you know, the logic can come later. You know, kind of use your sense of how this composition is being broken up. Let's see. I don't know if you guys seen Fantasia. I think it's like, you know, where Mickey is in that magician's hat, and he opens like the door in the hallway, and then this light shoots through. I think that's like the image I'm like thinking of when I'm doing this. Okay, so now that's awesome because that pops out my hair, my like red hair here. Okay. So that's a yellow block. And then I have this stairway, thinking how to punch out the stairway. I might just do like a darker cyan color to get the shadow side of the stairs. So mixing a darker blue color with a little green to make like a turquoise color, and then painting the stairway. So doing the stairway here, just literally stripes, you know, the underside of a stair. And then I have a figure here which is me climbing a stair. I'm not sure, maybe I'll, because I'm thinking how I am kind of, you know, in this glow of yellow light, right? So maybe I will just make a light cyan color as my silhouette here. Darker. Because, you know, when you're in like a lot of light, there's very little shadow, like so when you see like very deep shadows in a space that's like flooded with light. That's not too accurate. Okay, so I'm climbing out. And I drew like a little garbage can here. Garbage can will be a like a gray color. So let me get more white here. So this is how the acrylic gouache looks like. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of my teal color. So and every time I'm painting, I'm thinking of what is in light and what is in dark, and then leaving that background cyan color to either be the light or be the dark, or even the mid-tone, you know. So you're always thinking. So here's a little trash can. Maybe I'll put the painting closer in the palette, closer to me. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so here's a trash can. I'm painting it like the old school Cookie Monster trash can. And here's the rim. And then I'm going to paint the top face of the trash can, so add more white. And then also add whatever the light color is, so a little yellow in there. And this board is Crescent. I think it's called a cold press. I want to say heavy, cold press heavy, and heavy or medium I think is just the thickness of it. There's cold press and hot press, and historically I've only gotten cold press, so I don't know how hot press works. Let's see. And then I had a good art teacher tell me that when you're painting one color, don't focus on one object too much. Like I'm painting this side of the door, but you know, where else can I use this, you know, like greenish color? Maybe I could use it, you know, on the mid-tone of this trash can. Or like even in like this ramen bowl that I'm eating out of here. Maybe the bowl is green itself. Or maybe in like the shadow color of my hair. Or like even in this. So like the goal is to unify the picture at all times. I'm painting my skin here like a pinkish purple color. So I'm gonna try to get that color back. So this one is cool. It's like a neon acrylic ink color. Looks like that. It doesn't show up too well because it is acrylic ink and it does get washed out a bit. Let's see. It's kind of dirty, but let's see if that works. Okay, so pretty happy with my comp here. So yeah, I got my octopus in. Some of the people I wanted to paint in the submarine. It got me climbing out of the trash can onto a stairway with a window. And then me eating ramen with my leg up and a huge ladle. So yeah, I think this was a productive lunch break. And please watch my next video. Thank you.